Experience might be the best teacher, but what kind of lesson could you probably learn from losing your hard-earned money on a single transaction just because you lack the basic skills of conducting a detailed due diligence? Whether you are buying a company, initiating a merger, investing in crypto, investing in company shares, or buying a piece of real estate, the importance of due diligence can never be overemphasized. A detailed due diligence will help you avoid mistakes. It will save you money and it will also make you money. Also, a detailed due diligence will help you forecast your profit with fair accuracy even before you purchase the property. This video will serve as a comprehensive guide to conducting a detailed due diligence in Nigeria with focus on real estate, as it will provide you with a checklist to make sure you leave no stone unturned while conducting due diligence on that property you wish to purchase. With the checklist I'm about to give you in this video, it will be almost impossible for you to lose your money while investing in real estate. In short, you will walk through your next real estate acquisition without leaving money on the table. According to Oxford Dictionary, due diligence is the comprehensive appraisal of a business undertaking by a prospective buyer, especially to ascertain its assets and liabilities and to ascertain its commercial potentials. In simple words, due diligence refers to the step you take to ascertain the risk and reward attached to a particular business or investment opportunity and to understand if that business or investment is right for you. Most videos you will come across are going to be busting your head with big grammars without resolution. But in this video, we're going to break the due diligence process down, providing you with actionable steps in the most simple language possible and understandable to any person, irrespective of their level of education and IQ. In real estate, due diligence refers to the steps you take to confirm the authenticity of the property you wish to purchase and to ensure that that property is a complete fit for your purpose of investing. One basic character of people who are very successful is the fact that they don't invest in things they don't understand. And at the same time, they don't back out because they don't understand. Therefore, they seek to understand. They have basic skills in conducting detailed due diligence, and they also partner with experts for best results. Every business transaction, be it real estate or other businesses, has the potential to either screw you or make you. And detailed due diligence will arm you with the right information to guide your investment decisions at every given time. A detailed due diligence on the property you are trying to acquire will tell you a brief history of that property, which will also tell you the true owners of the property, the correct size of the property, the landmark, the topography, and in case if you're buying a building, it also tell you the structural integrity of the property. It will also give you a little knowledge of your expected returns on investments on this particular property you are about to acquire. You will also be able to discover if there is any form of dispute or litigation on this property, and you will also uncover if there is any form of government encumbrance on the property you are about to purchase. Other encumbrance might include liens, charges, easements, and other third-party rights on this property. Put it more simply, a detailed due diligence will highlight specific issues and all the wahala you are likely to face in the transaction, and therefore lead you through a seamless transaction experience. Now, I am going to give you a comprehensive checklist for a detailed due diligence that works. Some of these things contained in this checklist are things you can do for yourself, while others may need the service of an expert such as a lawyer, a property manager, a broker, a surveyor, and you don't need to go sourcing for all these one after the other. Seek you first the service of a reputable real estate consulting firm, and all these things shall be added as benefits. How will you know that the consulting firm you hired are doing the right due diligence by simply auditing them by the list I'm about to give you. Therefore, I want to urge you to save this video somewhere because you might need it each time you want to acquire a new property. In fact, it is best you subscribe to our channel and then tap that save video button so that this video will be very close to you whenever you are about to acquire a new property, because the knowledge in this video is timeless. In fact, whether you are approaching real estate as a beginner or as an OD, after today, you will never lose money again investing in real estate. In fact, you will not even leave money on the table next time you are investing in real estate. Here is my comprehensive checklist for you for a detailed due diligence whenever you want to purchase a piece of real estate. The idea is to see you achieve the maximum returns on investment possible whenever you are buying a piece of real estate. So let's dive in. Number 1, physical inspection. Whether you are buying a land or a building, physical inspection shall be your very first inspection to ascertain if this property is going to be a perfect fit for your purpose of investing. Physical inspection involves visiting this property yourself or sending someone you trust to visit this property on your behalf. If you are going to be sending a third party to inspect this property on your behalf, please, it's important this person understands your purpose of investing so that they will be able to ascertain if this location or property is a good fit for your purpose of investing. If the property you are buying is an empty plot, then this physical inspection will give you a vivid understanding of this location. It will expose the actual size of the property, the topography, physical challenges like obstructions. You also collect the coordinates of this property, and you will also learn more about the neighborhood of this particular property. In case of buying a structure or building, the physical inspection will also reveal everything mentioned earlier, plus decay on infrastructure. Neighborhood challenges such as road network, drainage, is the area prone to flooding, access to amenities, and general environmental conditions. Second on my list is picking up coordinates. Land coordinates define the position of a property on the surface of the earth. Whenever you want to buy a property, whether from a real estate company or from an individual, the first thing you should do is to inspect the property and pick up the property coordinates. One mistake a lot of investors do is to rely on coordinates as provided by property owners or real estate companies, and this has landed many property buyers in agony. Land coordinates are very useful in so many areas of due diligence. So therefore, as soon as you are okay with this location and you want to buy this property, it is very important you collect the land coordinates. These coordinates are collected by a surveyor, and the fees are not as expensive as you think. In fact, it is very cheap. Again, if you are working with a good consulting firm, they will provide you with a very good surveyor, and it will even be cheaper than when you source it yourself. Now, the third on my list is conducting a search at the state registry. With the coordinates collected, you will now head straight to the state registry to confirm if this land is a free land or whether it is a land under government acquisition. Properties under government acquisition has been mapped out for overriding public interest, such as road networks, drainages, schools, parks, stadiums, military camps, etc. And buying such land is tantamount to throwing your hard-earned money into the lagoon. Search at the land registry is very important part of a detailed due diligence, and this can only be done using the coordinates you collected or your survey documents. The fourth on my list is a search at the Corporate Affairs Commission, and this is a very important due diligence process when buying a property that was previously sold or belongs to a corporate body. Searching at the Corporate Affairs Commission will review some charges registered against this company and some hidden reasons why this company might want to sell this property. The next on my list is a search at the Probate Registry, and this is very important when buying a property whose owner has passed on. A letter of probate is a title issued to the person whom this property is willed to, while a letter of administration is a title issued when the late owner of this property never left a will. Only the possessor of either the probate or letter of administration has the legal right to transfer this property to you, because they are the real owners of this property. The probate and letter of administration are both issued by the Probate Registry of the High Court. Therefore, a search at the Probate Registry will review the rightful owner of inherited properties. Sixth on my list is the Grapevine Investigation, and this is also a very important due diligence process. Grapevine simply means an informal way of gathering information. And if you are a fan of all these detective films, then you've seen Grapevine Information Hunt on display. And as a real estate investor, you should not throw this wonderful tool of investigation under the carpet. Your ability to mingle with locals within the immediate community where you want to buy a property will facilitate some golden information that will guide your real estate investment decisions. Grapevine information will even show you some disputes that are already on the property, some of which have not gotten to court yet. Sometimes just a handful member of a family or just a few people in a community might be trying to sell an entire community land, and it will take a grapevine information gathering to unravel this mystery. For instance, in 2009, a group of boys in a state right here in Nigeria sold a proposed community burial ground to a bank. In another instance, I witnessed where a single piece of land was sold to about 8 different people, and these things keep happening every day, and innocent people like you fall victim to this every day. In grapevine information gathering, you will get to know the real owners of this property and all the parties that should be involved to make the transaction a success. But if you are worried and you don't know how to go about this grapevine information gathering, then you can count on us for the best results. Now, the 7th on my list is you get the consent of the whole family or everybody involved in the ownership of this property you are about to purchase. This is very important, especially when you are buying a property from a family or from a community directly. We have seen a lot of people fall victim of this severally. Even some big real estate companies here in Lagos has learned this the hard way. In fact, some of them, after buying a large expanse of land, 6 months later, 1 year later, 2 years later, even 3 years later, somebody shows up and begins to claim the ownership of the property. And sometimes it's even a member of the family shows up and begins to claim that this property was sold without their consent. And after back and forth, at the end of the day, the verdict will be, okay, since you are so interested in getting this property, why don't you go and meet him and settle with him and buy it directly from him? And these people end up buying this property twice. The information gathered from the grapevine will tell you everything you need to know about this property. Make sure you get the consent of everybody, including that is around the corner or that guy that has been in California for 35 years. Yes, get everybody's consent. And if getting the consent is becoming a problem, my dear, I will advise you leave that property and look for another one. If not, trouble might be brewing around the corner. One more clever step is always recommended you record videos during your conversation if possible, because you never know when you could be needing this video. It could be 10 years later, it could be 35 years later, but always make that video and document it, because that video could be needed any day. Now, the last one, which is also very, very important on my list is title and document verification. Once you are done with the Grapevine information and everything seems right, then it is time to verify the title the seller claims on this property and also the documents that they are presenting you in the transaction. My dear, go and verify. It is unfortunate that so many real estate investors and land buyers don't know the important titles and documents to look out for when investing in real estate. So therefore, I made a whole video on that topic, and it's very important you check out that video. So if you are watching this video on YouTube, you will find that video right here. Next week, we shall be talking about additional due diligence for home buyers, and I guarantee you that you cannot afford to miss that episode. Therefore, I will encourage you now to subscribe now to our channel and tap that bell notification so that as soon as we drop that video, you will be the first to see it. I am Anthony from Real Estate Investment GPS, your sure guide to the right real estate investment decision. We also help you manage your properties for maximum cash flow and proper maintenance. I will highly recommend you see that video, the most important titles and documents to look out for in any real estate transaction. That video is right here or here. So please make sure you see that video before you buy that next property. Thank you for watching. The sixth on my list is